You know that feeling when you're writing an email and it takes you 15 minutes to decide whether to say best regards or kindly? Yeah, that's perfectionism punching you in the face. Now imagine how much faster and happier you'd be if you just clicked send at 80% perfect. That's right. Today we're talking about a weird but magical concept. Good enough goals. Not perfect goals, not Nobel Prize-winning goals, just good enough. Let me tell you something that'll save you a lot of stress, time, and probably hair. Done is better than perfect. Perfection is the sneaky little gremlin that's secretly stealing your time, your energy, and your dreams. And I know that sounds dramatic, but hear me out. Part 1. The problem with perfection. Here's the problem with trying to be perfect. It never feels like enough. You write a to-do list, you rewrite it 3 times to make it cleaner. You want to start going to the gym? You spend 2 weeks researching the perfect workout shoes instead of just moving your legs. You want to start a YouTube channel? You watch 18 hours of lighting tutorials, then never record anything because your background wall is too beige. Sound familiar? Yep, that's perfectionism making everything way more complicated than it needs to be. Perfection says, wait, hold on, not yet. It has to be better. But good enough says, let's just do it now. We'll fix it later if we need to. Part 2. The 80% rule, what it means. Here's a life-changing idea. Stop aiming for 100% perfect. Aim for 80% done. Why 80%? Because 80% gets you moving. 80% keeps things real. 80% gets the job done. Think about it. You don't need to write the perfect book. You just need to write the first good enough draft. You don't need a perfect morning routine. You just need to wake up and brush your teeth without crying. You don't need the perfect business idea. You just need to start selling something and learn as you go. 80% is where momentum lives. Perfection lives on a deserted island called Someday. Part 3. A simple example. The sandwich story. Let me give you a dumb but true story. I once spent 25 minutes trying to make a perfect sandwich. I googled sauce combinations. I toasted the bread twice. I cut the tomato so thin it could have passed for glass. It was beautiful. Instagram-worthy. I took one bite and dropped it on the floor. Now contrast that with the good enough sandwich I slapped together yesterday in 90 seconds. Just bread, cheese, and something spicy I found in the fridge. Guess what? It was delicious. And I still had 24 minutes to watch Netflix in peace. Lesson? Don't let the perfect sandwich steal your lunch. Part 4. Good enough goals in action. Let's look at some everyday examples. Want to start running? Don't wait for the perfect weather, the perfect shoes, or the perfect playlist. Just put on your old sneakers and run for 10 minutes. That's 80%, and 80% is moving. Want to eat healthier? Don't research diets for 3 weeks. Just swap your soda for water at lunch today. Boom, 80%. Goal started. Want to launch your side hustle? Don't wait to finish a perfect website with animated pop-ups and a logo that looks like Elon Musk designed it. Just tell one person what you do. Share one post. That's enough to get rolling. Remember, good enough goals make you act. Perfect goals make you overthink. Part 5. The secret superpower of good enough goals. Want to know the secret bonus of aiming for 80%? You'll probably end up doing 100% anyway. When you remove the pressure of perfect, your brain chills out. You get started, you build momentum, you don't freeze like a possum in headlights. And once you're in motion, you often do more than you planned. Ever clean just one drawer and end up organizing the whole closet? Exactly. Perfection says, do it all now. Good enough says, start small and let's see what happens. And more often than not, it snowballs. Part 6. But what if I mess it up? Look, I get it. You're afraid of doing something wrong. You're thinking, what if I mess up because I didn't make it perfect? Here's a better question. What if you never start because you're too scared to mess up? Let's be real. Messing up is part of it. Babies fall when they walk. Artists ruin canvases. I once sent a work email that accidentally ended with, I love you. True story. Still got the job done though. Messing up is how you learn. Trying to avoid all mistakes is like trying to eat spaghetti without making a single stain. Just wear a napkin and go for it. Part 7. The wrap-up. Make it your motto. So here's the big takeaway. Next time you're stuck, frozen, or overthinking, say this to yourself like a personal motto. Not perfect, just good enough to start. Write the post, record the video, apply for the job, start the thing, say yes, say no, say I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it anyway. Aim for 80%. That's where the magic lives. Because the truth is, life doesn't reward the perfectionist. It rewards the person who shows up again and again. So go ahead. Set some good enough goals. Half finish your to-do list. Eat that slightly burnt toast. Send that text with a typo. And celebrate the heck out of it. Because 80% is not slacking off. It's smart. It's sane. It's progress. And hey, if you got to the end of this video, you just did exactly enough. Now go get that sandwich.